math is easier. Times by $6,000 means that those 500 relationships, if you market them correctly, are worth $240,000 to you. In the world of do not call, do not knock, do not text. I had a student start crying a few months ago in one of my classes. I took him outside. I said, "What's wrong?" He said, "I can't believe it." I said, "What?" He says, "My fiance just called off our wedding in 2 weeks by text." We're in a different world today, am I right or wrong? With the do not call and everything else, we got a paradigm shift. We got a paradigm shift, and we have to paradigm shift quickly. Some of you got thousands of dollars invested in this career. And we need to not only be good at adding people, but we need to be good at our customer service skills and get to the point. See, I get people asking me all the time, "Mark, what did you give out for gifts at closing?" I said, "I'll tell you 2 things that I never did. Number 1, I never did give a gift at closing. And I never showed up at a closing." Now that might be non-traditional here. In your market, maybe you go to closings, and if you do, I understand traditions in different marketplaces. In my marketplace, we had attorneys close the deals. I thought it's better not to be there. Do you follow me? But anyhow, that being the case, why not a closing gift? I can tell you why. Because I gave them a greater thing than a box of Kentucky Fried Chicken would ever give to them. What's that? I gave them customer service, man. If they were paying me 5, I served them as if they were 7. They were paying me 6, I served them as if they were 8. Now, did that mean that on Halloween they didn't get a gift? Of course not. How about Valentine's Day? Of course not. How about Christmas? Of course not. How about July 4th? Did you not give a gift? Of course not. I gave them gifts throughout the year because that was to maintain the relationship. Are you with me on that? Yes or no? But I gave them a greater gift than they could ever get because I gave them great customer service. And hence why I was able to list 1,000 homes and close all those deals, because the first third of my career was pure enthusiasm. You with me? I was hungry. Second third, I started building momentum, but if I didn't have referrals on that third, forget it. There's nobody going to close 100 deals a year today without having some help around you. Now, you build that social capital, so the question is, how do we do it? Well, the truth of the matter is, gang, when it's said and done, relationship building is the name of the game. And it comes down to 14 specific ways to do it, but really 2 methods. We have high tech today. And when we talk about high tech, your personal websites, your personal emails, internet marketing, automated direct mail, target marketing, social network, and a Facebook professional page. Now, beside high tech, I want you to write this for me, please. These are passive forms of prospecting. High tech more often is used to maintain relationships. Very rarely will you develop a new relationship because of high tech. Relationship is about communication. It's about talking to people. So when it comes to high tech, these are all passive forms of prospecting. They're passive forms of maintaining a relationship. They can be plugged into a computer and the computer will do it for you. If you want to generate more money in less time having more fun, you have to focus more of your time on what I call the high-touch forms of prospecting. And if I'm moving too quick, you're welcome to check my notes at the break, or I'll email them to you. So there's 7 specific ways when we're talking about high touch. Now, please understand me when I say this to you. I just got cramped when I started up there. Referrals, everything you do, you have to ask for a referral. But I want you to, right beside asking this for me, I must earn the right to ask. You with me? I just had my kitchen redone at my house. And the guys did a great job for 98% of it. Anyone ever have an experience like that with a contractor? So he calls me, he says, "Mark, will you give me a referral?" I says, "Yes, I will, as soon as you finish the job." Until the job is finished, I wouldn't use my name, because I'm going to tell them, "Don't pay you till you finish the..." Right, because I paid them. You think by this time I would know better. Open houses, write this down, 2 a week. You should be doing 2 open houses a week. Now some of you are going to say, "Why is that?" I say, well, we are now dealing not only with baby boomers and post and pre-baby boomers, we're dealing with Gen X, Gen Y, and the millennials. The highest educated population ever turned out in North America. What does education do for society? Does education make more doctors, dentists, lawyers? It might, but I don't think that's the most important part. You see, what education does is it makes them challenge the status quo. You want to do business with Gen X, Gen Y, the millennials? You need to do 2 open houses a week, because according to the National Association of Realtors, 92% of them will go online and research real estate before they ever talk to a realtor. 57% will visit at least 5 open houses before they will ever talk to a realtor. Question is why? Well, this is the generation that just because Dad says to use Bob, the realtor, that's not good enough anymore. This is the generation that challenges. Am I right or wrong? Okay, if you ask my father who's his lawyer, he'll tell you Martin Prost. Lives an hour and a half away. He's used Martin for 35 years. You with me? Whatever Martin tells my dad to do, my dad can do it. Jump off the bridge, Martin says do it. Now, I'm exaggerating, but you get the point. You take my son, I got to tell him 9 different ways, sell him, show him different, all different ways. And then finally he'll look at me and say, well, let me Google it and I'll let you know. Am I right or wrong? They're the generation, and God bless them. Because too many of us were, what's the word? Like, you know how we're, you're what? Go ahead, say it, help me, I need help. And we did it, we just didn't challenge it. But I mean, take a look at all these people that we were brought up to trust, what the trust has done to us. So we don't do that anymore. Sphere of influence, 500 people. You got to work them. Beside that, put 4 times a year. 4 times a year, you must personally touch them. 4 personal touches a year, 12 direct mailers, 12 internet-based marketing pieces, and have them friends with you on your professional page of Facebook and drip on them daily using social networking. These are all stuff we work on. Drop-bys and door knocks. Okay, you can either do a drop-by or a phone call. I don't care, 4 personal touches a year. But I can tell you this. For the people that don't have any money, they don't have any friends, you want to start generating business immediately in the real estate business, there's 2 ways to do it. You can go out and do door knocking, and I'll guarantee you'll find somebody this week that'll list their house for sale with you. Or you can do the old school and open a phone book and start calling people, and I'll guarantee you, you will find somebody who will want to do business with you. And the worst thing that'll happen is you get a door slammed on your face, or you get someone who'll hang up on you. That's as bad as it gets. But I'm going to tell you what, in sales, if you don't get used to the word no, you're going to have a problem anyhow. Because you're going to get a lot more no's than you're ever going to get what? Yes. So write this down. If I'm ever in a slump, I'm going to hit the phones or I'm going to hit the doors. And I'll guarantee you that will pull you out of your slump very, very quickly. Expireds and FSBOs, you should be working them every day. The expired market, why? Because people have got people excited about selling their house but never invested in themselves to build the muscle to get the job done. And the FSBOs, the whole key to FSBOs is this. You need to show the FSBO why you can put more money in their pocket even after paying a commission than they could. And when you do that, you're going to land a FSBO every time. Every time. Community involvement, you need to get involved with the community. Get back to your churches. Belong to your PTAs, get back to your gyms, your health clubs, your churches, your synagogues, get back out in the sponsoring baseball. Mark, hold on for a second. You're telling me to go to church to make money? Yeah, I am. Well, that don't seem right. I said, well, hold on. If you want to talk to the higher power, you can drop to a knee right now and talk to him. Am I right or wrong? Okay, what's the idea of church? Well, church is community. Church is when a barn burns down, we go help rebuild that barn. Am I right or wrong? A family's in need. Churches step forward. Okay, it's not about the higher power. That's about community and coming together. So my point is this. You need to get back out into your communities. Rotary clubs, Lions Club, Lionesses, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. Just join any of these, but don't become the president of any of them. Okay, just the worker bee. Everybody loves the worker bee. No one, I'll guarantee you, 49% will love the president, 49% will hate the president, and the 2% won't tell you unless you're going to give them something. Am I right or wrong? That's the way it is today. And then proactive prospecting. write this down. My first job every day is to, or every week is to book